Hello, this is Patrick Daig talking about private capital, what it is, and how it works. Private capital is responsible for the creation of more millionaires and multimillionaires in this country and around the world than any other single thing. Literally millions of people have accessed private capital to get a startup company or a real estate venture launched. And of course, these same concepts apply to internet marketing, and they've used it as well to bring money into their own existing businesses or real estate ventures. And by the way, here's a key point. You don't have to be an attorney to make this happen, nor do you have to have a lot of past experience or a degree in financing. It's merely a step-by-step process. My 7-step core training shows you exactly how to access private capital and bring it into your venture. So what is private capital? Very simply, it's money from private investors. That source of funds might come from angel investor groups. It might come from friends, family, coworkers. You can also gain access to it by working with an investment firm, commonly called a broker-dealer. It could possibly come from the $5 trillion pool of IRA and retirement account funds, or from any of a number of other potential resources that I mention in my training. But basically, it's money that is owned and controlled, not by banks, not by financial institutions, but by private parties. And that includes both private individuals and people who operate certain kinds of investment groups. Now, these are people you can talk to. To be successful at this, it's important to hold the simplicity of the concept in mind. What happens is that you hand somebody some documents, disclosures about your venture, what you're attempting to accomplish, and they hand you money. Now, yes, there's some things you need to know. Good legal advice helps. But really, this is what happens. Now, there's a couple of ways to approach this. One is with a full-on private investment offering, and I've got the document templates for that. Or you could do a simple joint venture agreement with just 1 or 2 people, and I've also got document templates for that. Now, of course, in exchange for money, you give your investors something that indicates they have an interest in your company, a beneficial interest, basically some sort of participation in growth or profits or cash flow, or some combination of potential benefits that encourages them to move forward with you. A key point here is that when you're bringing in private capital, you're not putting your own assets up, you're not putting your house at risk, as for example is commonly done with a small business administration loan. You're bringing capital into a venture from people who hope to make a good return on their investment and people who share in your vision because you have led them into sharing in the vision of what you are trying to accomplish. Now, this is definitely something that individual entrepreneurs can do, as well as small mom-and-pop businesses, and of course, large organizations. And by the way, some rather recent changes in the law have made it even easier to raise private capital than it was just a few years ago. So, okay, that's a brief introduction about what private capital is and how it works. This is Patrick Daig, and I'll talk to you in the next video.